hallucinating in the desert. I'm holding a big ass gun.
Action.
This is Team Victory behind me, ladies and gentlemen. This is Team Victory right here.
My name is Dan Fleischman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Victory Poker. For the last decade, I've owned the trademark for the catchphrase, "Who's your daddy?" Ever since I was 17 years old, I did about $15 million in sales before I was 23. I became the youngest owner of a publicly traded company in history.
We got Dan Fleischman running the ship. It's pretty awesome. Strong leadership qualities.
Antonio Esfandiari. Antonio Esfandiari.
Antonio Esfandiari.
Antonio Esfandiari is an interesting character.
He's one of the top 5 most televised poker players in the world.
I learned of him first, through all his TV experiences.
Well, I'm working right now, so I'm on the clock.
He makes going out in Vegas a breeze. He's the king of the city, hands down.
I've been known to go out more than my fair share.
People pay him to show up and be Antonio.
Keith Gibson is not the most famous player on our team, but he is the most advanced player, I feel like, because he puts in hours every single day. Keith Gibson is a poker machine.
He's like a machine, like truly a machine.
I could stick 10 naked girls in front of him or like 5 million, and I don't think his emotion would change much.
I'm here with Andrew Roble.
Andrew Roble.
Andrew's a great guy.
He started with $50 that he borrowed from his father, and I'd heard about him for years. And he ran this $50 up to millions and millions of dollars.
The biggest hand I've ever won, I don't recall now. I would guess it's around probably $500,000.
He says that you have the most contagious and best laugh. Can you do a laugh for me?
I can't laugh on command. You're going to have to tell me a joke.
As far as who has the biggest temper in our group, I think everyone's going to say hands down it's Brian Rast.
Yeah, he doesn't like to lose very much.
He'll call me up on the phone or text me, and he's like, blah, 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 you played that hand so bad.
He is the kind of guy that states his opinion. That sometimes escalates to heated situations.
Brian Rast?
Brian Rast. As far as online, he's playing the biggest games in the world.
The worst temper and hottest temper. It might be me.
I've seen him yell at a 75-year-old Asian man who is offering him cookies.
So the next player I have the pleasure of talking about is Dan Bilzerian.
Dan from Victory Poker.
One of the most interesting characters I've ever encountered at the poker table is Dan Blitz.
He's a badass.
All right, next question. Are you on steroids? Well, I do steroids, unfortunately.
Fucking paying that homeless guy to get naked and run around stage was definitely like the pinnacle for sure.
Navy SEAL training, he's lethal.
I think we all paid a girl $100 each to get naked at the table, and Bob's wife was a little salty about that deal.
I specifically remember the first time we were playing, and there's a guy ranting and raving at the table about how he's had 2 heart attacks in the last 2 months, and about how he had just forced his girlfriend to get an abortion. This is not like a quiet conversation he's having. This is for the entire poker room to hear. I'm like, what kind of psycho is this?
He's playing the biggest games in live hold'em all the time. He's playing online poker all the time.
Dan, can you tell us why this is such a huge thing for Victory Poker?
This is actually the launch of Victory Poker, so this is the most important day of our lives. We even have our own birthday cake here.
Nobody told me there was going to be cake.
We're raising money for charity. We're doing celebrity events. The energy is going to be great here. Everybody's excited and happy to be here. Really happy Jesse Metcalf came. And then Michael Goddard, who created our logo for us this year. He's the #1 selling artist in the world. Yeah, there's like 50 celebrities here, so I'm happy about the whole thing in general.
Wait, move, Diamond.
Hey, we're
going?
There's 4 main models for Victory Poker. The first one is Natalie Marie. She is a sight for sore eyes. Jessica Lynn Hinton, better known as Jessa. She's the perfect model. Jessie Preston. What can I say? She makes me smile. Sarah Jean Underwood. The 2007 Playboy Playmate of the Year was a obvious great addition to Victory Poker. We are training her to become a poker monster.
I'm super nervous. This is my first live tournament.
Every Friday and Saturday I've been flying her in for the last few weeks.
I'm here at the Maven BT and I'm being trained by the Maven himself.
Her first tournament she came in 4th, her second tournament she came in 6th, which is light years ahead of what I expected. Sarah actually has a passion for the game, and that was the reason why I signed her. I really want to build the coolest poker site in the world. I want to get other players. This is real. This is our real life.
Right now, there's probably around $1 million on the table.
And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air.
Nobody's going to go out there and do what we do. They're not going to coin flip for dinner every time. They're not going to go to Tao and spend $10,000.